Phasmophobia has been getting new items, new ghost hunting equipment. I decided to talk about the possible future ones that have not been added that are actually used by ghost hunters. And the first one I wish to talk about, the EMF generator. It's a fun one. Basically what it does is it puts out EMF charging the ghost. What does this precisely do for the game? It helps you find evidence, primarily. It doesn't really help you with location or in hindrance in any way, but it could help you find out what the ghost is faster due to it will be interacting with stuff more often. Of course, it could also interact with the EMF reader incorrectly, causing issues. The dead bell. The dead bell is a specialized bell that the ghost can ring. In basic terms, it would just be a new type of evidence, which would help in the diversity of the ghost. More evidence, more types of ghost. The EMF mic. In basic terms, it turns the electromagnetic signals into sound, which could be used in many different ways. It could help you identify the ghost due to different sounds that each ghost makes. Determining, for example, if it's a fast ghost or a slow ghost, for example. But it could also be used as a type of spirit box, but a whole new type of evidence, primarily. Or even add on to the recording device. The infrared camera. Now, we already have temperature in the game, but infrared cameras allows us to see shapes in the infrared spectrum. Could be a new type of evidence. Or it could give you a general idea of what the ghost looks like. And that could be the way that you could identify what kind of ghost it is, or that could be part of the evidence itself. The rem-pod. Rem-pod in ghost hunting is a lot of different things wrapped up into one single unit. But in basic terms, for most general units, you put it down and it acts as an EMF detector in an area, similar to putting down a EMF reader on the floor. But this one's a little bit more advanced. Itself could be its own evidence, similar to how EF5 is a evidence. But it also has other functions like temperature rating, various recording devices. It's just a all-around unit. Many options you can choose from. To something less interesting, a suitcase. Now, the main idea with this is that you could carry one, put stuff into it. It would slow down your running speed and you'd have to take up a whole slot, but you could carry more materials into an area, which would be greatly beneficial because you have all this equipment that has to be moved, and it only makes sense to have something like this to allow for better material movement. Airspeed indicators. It detects how fast the wind's moving. It could be quite a useful little tool. It could be its own evidence, for example, like EMF 5. Or it could also help you determine the speed of the ghost. Or it could also tell you if the ghost is doing certain things or is in a room. Atmospheric pressure. In basic terms, it detects the atmospheric pressure. Why would you want to do that? Quite simple. It's a type of evidence. I don't know what else to say about it. It could be easily just a type of evidence. A multi-detector. In basic terms, it combines multiple things into one. So, for example, a level 1 could be just a flashlight and a UV light, while higher level ones could be two more powerful versions of the same thing, or the 3 different things combined into one. For example, the EMF, the flashlight, and the UV. That's one that is on the market, but it'd be functionally worse than the dedicated units. as a balancing option. Vibration detector can be used for a lot of different things. One thing, it would be a way to monitor the ghost, similar to a sound detector, so it could be used for a location. But it could also be used to determine how heavy-footed the ghost is, which could mean that the ghost is more of an aggressive ghost or is more passive. As an example for the use of such a device. I'm sure there is plenty more where that came from, but these are just some ideas I came up with. That is all, folks. We will see you next time.